Welcome back, everybody. This is the Regular Guys Podcast. I am Travis, and this is Trey Wolf. Last one was pretty good. We got a lot of comments from people on social media, phone calls, but don't forget to subscribe on our YouTube page, leave some comments, hit the like button, suggestions if you want to be on the podcast eventually. I'm sure we can figure something out and get you on there. But yeah, due to some high demand, we're going to keep this thing rolling. So, how you doing, man?
Yeah, man.
Drive.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we drove from Louisiana to Virginia. We were planning on leaving at 3:00 in the afternoon. And then we woke up that morning that we were going to leave, and we were like, let's just leave. Let's go. 17 hours with a 6-month, a 3-year-old, and an 8-year-old in the car. I can't even complain. Like, they were perfect. It's surprising. It's scary how good they were.
That's pretty lucky because you would think it'd be the complete opposite.
I was like, let's just leave now just in case it's a disaster and we have to stop. So we'll see. But yeah, so we're down in Louisiana. I'm in my mom's office. And it's weird. Whatever. So, but yeah, man, everything's good. Getting ready for the holidays. So like wanted to knock one out before the holidays, right? I'm sure your holidays are about to be ruined whenever the Steelers lose to the Bengals tonight. Like as we're recording, they're losing 17-0.
If anybody put money on the Bengals, that was amazing because I don't think anybody put money on the Bengals. Holy shit. No. Dude, they're Big Ben at the end of this or halfway through the second quarter, I think was a -2 passing yards last time I looked it up.
Fuck. At halftime, he has 19 passing yards and 1 interception, 7 for 16.
And he has a fumble because he fumbled a snap. I'm not sure if that shows up on there.
No.
And then Juju got lit up and he fumbled too.
Crazy. That's crazy. I mean,
it's almost like Notre Dame getting smoked. Oh, it's not the same. Clemson smoked Notre Dame. That was just kind of bound to happen.
I did not see that coming.
I wasn't surprised. I don't know why I wasn't surprised, dude.
I thought Notre Dame was better than that. I really did. I know that it wasn't Trevor Lawrence and whatnot, but
it kind of looked like at first because they got the pick and I think they're up 3-0. It's like, okay, maybe this will be a good game. And then they got smoked.
College football sucks this year. I mean, not this year, but it's becoming too political. I don't like it.
Yeah. I still think Texas A&M probably had a.
Did you watch Texas A&M in Clemson?
I didn't watch the Texas A&M game.
I mean Notre Dame. Texas.
Yeah, I watched Notre Dame Clemson.
Did you hear what Dabo said at the end of the game? Trevor Lawrence, the Heisman Trophy would be lucky to have Trevor Lawrence's name on it. Like,
oh yeah. So I didn't watch that live, but I watched it the next morning. And I was like, this freaking guy, dude.
I hope a Clemson fan comments. I hope a Clemson fan wants to jump on because Dabo Swinney's the biggest fake motherfucker there is in college football. Like, there's fake dudes everywhere in college football. I get that. Call me fake. Dabo is fake. He like, oh, praise Jesus, praise the Lord. He's fake. He runs just as crooked a program as Alabama, LSU. They're all crooked. Oh, yeah. Anybody's like, no. He goes to church every Sunday. Yes, so does Nick Saban, or at least he says he does. But that motherfucker is paying players. Oh, man, just anybody who wants to have that argument, please.
So you're telling me all these Southern schools aren't church-going people, the coaches or their families? Like, give me a fucking break. It's called like the Bible Belt for a reason.
Yeah. You're not Catholic, are you? Not to get into this. But
not really.
No. I'm raised Catholic, right? I'm raised Catholic. Catholics might be the biggest alcoholics there are in the world. And they go to church every Sunday.
Yep.
And Christmas. So.
Yeah, I'm not anything. I mean, never really went to church growing up. Never did.
Yeah, I mean, I love it. I mean, shit, I drink, but like, if somebody dies in my family, we're not going to go sit there and pout. We're going to go celebrate. I mean, the night that my great-grandfather died, I was down in Louisiana. I was still in the Navy. I had just joined, bro. I was on the Nimitz. I had to take emergency leave. Really close to him, deaf, awesome dude. And I took emergency leave, came in, had to go to his funeral, wore my blues, everything like that. And we're all at his daughter, my grandmother's house. We're all like, drinking. Of course, it's sad. I'm not saying like, yeah, thank God he's dead, but like,
yeah,
we're drinking. We're celebrating what he was. And then my Uncle Bob was like, do you want to go to the LSU Mississippi State game? Yeah, let's go. Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, because you don't want to. Yeah, like you said, it's sad. I mean, I've never had anybody close to me die yet, luckily. But it's like, man, you want to celebrate fucking the life they had and all the good times you had too. It's not all bad. Like it sucks they're gone, but shit, dude. Like, lifetime of memories.
At a certain age. Yeah, at a certain age, man. Like if you're struggling with life, then there's a better life than this. I can tell you that. There's something better. And if they're not in pain anymore, then good for them.
Yeah.
And they can watch over my dumb ass. They can be like,
he's still stupid as
that. Don't do that. That's still, they haven't done a very good job, but they try.
Yeah.
Stubborn.
Oh man.
What are you drinking tonight?
What's this one called again? He said is
Basil Hayden's.
Basil Hayden's, yeah. I'm asking you like you're freaking drinking it, pouring it. Hey.
Hi.
We're recording now.
I know.
So let me tell y'all. Me and Travis have been talking for probably like 15 minutes, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Tori's come in here, I don't know, 3-4 times, trying to accidentally be like, oh, you're recording.
No,
okay.
It wasn't accidentally. I totally knew you were recording. Mm-hmm. I was just making sure that I was, like.
Ooh, all the hot females that are going to hit me up on this, be like, back off, bitches.
Yeah, I cannot wait to tell.
Are you making fun of me?
No.
Don't make fun of me that I'm bald.
Don't ruin the self-esteem. Don't do that.
Yeah, I thought I felt good. Like I had the leave beard going.
Darling. Okay. All right.
I love you. Go watch your Christmas movie.
I don't want to. It's like the most boring Christmas movie ever. I'd rather watch Rudolph. No pun intended.
They're enjoying it. Listen, the Christmas Chronicles, I'm going to let you know and everybody else know, I almost bailed. I thought that movie was good.
Dude, it is. I haven't seen the second one yet, but the first one's legit, dude. Kurt Russell,
my mom was like,
he looks like Santa Claus, bro. He looks like Santa Claus.
Yeah,
like,
and if real.
If he were real, that's Santa Claus. That's exactly how he would look.
Hudson obviously believes in Santa Claus. Obvious. Or does he even know what Santa Claus is yet?
He really knows who Santa Claus is, bro. I mean, he's two. Like he knows what he is. Like if he sees him, he's like, oh, that's Santa.
Yeah.
He understands like, oh shit, Santa shows up and brings you stuff.
Tonka's 8, like on that borderline age of what you believe in.
Yeah.
And he has his doubts, because I know his, he's trying to be cool with his friends. His friends are trying to be cool. Yeah, I don't believe in Santa. I don't believe in it. I think this movie is like, that might be real, because it's real,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I remember
being the Christmas spirit.
I remember when I stopped believing in Santa.
I do too.
I was it's when my family lived in Modesto, California, and we had bunk beds. My sister and I shared a room, and I stayed up like hella late with my brother, dude. It had to be out. It probably wasn't as late as I thought it was, but it seemed like it was probably like midnight, something like that.
Yeah.
My mom's like, "You guys gotta go to bed." Came in there into my brother's room, so I'm like, "All right, go to bed." And then on my bunk bed, I could look down the hall all the way to the fireplace, and I saw my dad like eating cookies and my mom stuff like stuffing the stockings and stuff. I was like, fuck. I was like 6 or 7. Killed it. I was like, you just ruined it. Santa Claus is fake. Thanks.
Terrible.
That's a horrible way to find out it's your parents, dude. It's like, fuck yeah, man.
I think I believed too long. My mom purposely my mom purposely left a price tag on a present, so I would be like, And it goes to Best Buy or what?
Santa Claus is stealing shit. What?
Yeah, what the fuck? It was like it was a computer game. Oh, like Big Game Hunter. And I saw it and I didn't say anything right away because you gotta like question yourself, like, will I lose presents?
Mm-hmm.
And so like we had to drive 4 hours because we live far away, and I was like, Mom, like Santa Claus real. Just, you can tell me. I saw the price tag on the present. She's like, I could see that she was contemplating, like, all right, I can keep this going for another year, or my Christmas Eve nights can go early and quick, and Christmas morning is super easy.
Yeah.
Like, no, he's not. And I was like, okay, like, I go to school thinking I'm cool, and I'm like, oh, like y'all all knew, all of y'all,
Mm-hmm.
all of y'all knew that he wasn't, and okay, feel like an idiot.
See, the thing that sucks, because I think I ruined it for my sister too, because I think I told her Santa Claus was fake, and she was probably like 4.
That's an asshole thing to do.
Yeah. But see, there was a time too where because my parents used to put like DVDs, like our favorite movie ones, in their stockings. That was like our.
Oh yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So I think my sister and I used to like scavenge the house looking for shit, like presents. Yeah. And she found the Grease movie in my mom's closet, and then it was in the stocking. So I think she kind of, maybe, I don't think I told her about Santa now that I think about it. Maybe she just kind of put 1 and 2 together and was like, oh shit. Or
did your sister listen to the podcast?
I don't know if she did. I think she did. Yeah, I think she said she listened to some of it at least. But yeah, I was like, so she found it that way, I think, actually. Now I'm thinking about it.
That's pretty cool. What are y'all doing for the holidays? Nothing? Just, are y'all going to Natalie's?
Yeah, going to her mom's house, Christmas Eve, Christmas morning here at the Burnley compound here in Beaumont. Taking it easy.
You're not going up to Modesto?
No, we went up there for what'd you call it? Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So,
bro, you know what's crazy, man? Is like, all right, let's get on about the Navy, right? Like that's what we here to talk about, kind of. But we'll do a Christmas episode. Like I was so hyped up to come down here, and every time I get to come home, whether it's for Christmas but let's just stick to Christmas. It is not a vacation. Whenever you come home, it's stressful.
Yeah.
You gotta go see everybody. I'm not complaining. I'm blessed to have this many people who want to see me. I'm not complaining. But I take for granted how hard it is on like me bringing Tori and all these kids. And I'm like, okay, Mom, I'm gonna come stay with you. And she's, of course, I have no option. Basically, she makes me stay with her. But like, what a toll it takes on them to have me and my 3 kids come stay with her. And I'm like, I'm stressed. I know she's stressing. It's almost like it's a lot, it's so much coming home on the military. It's exciting, but damn, I usually by day 5, okay, I need to get back to normal.
Dude, that's how I feel now, like when I go home, because it's not as long, like it's not like a leave, where you can do 2 weeks or something. So it's like, maybe 3 days, 4 days, but after like 2 days of being home, it's like, fuck, I'm kind of miss our own house. Yeah,
that's how I feel too. I was like, I wish everybody would come stay at my house.
That's what I'm saying, man. Come visit us, like hook it up.
If she listens to this, she's gonna be mad, and she understands. But my family's different circumstances. But like, eventually, it's like, okay, we have the kids. Like, come see us. Come on. Like, you're more than welcome. And she's come up. Her and they've all come up and seen us and stuff, and it's awesome because like we just bought a house and stuff like that. So it's it's nice. But yeah, like whenever you're on leave in the Navy, it's like you go home, you're excited. And then once you bring your family, it completely changes to where you're like, man, it's stressful because you're living out of a suitcase and it's just everybody's on edge. Like today, Tonka had just a bad day. He was just like, straight to go home.
Yeah.
Just go home. I'm like, and I'm mad. I'm like, why do you want to go home? We're on vacation. Have fun. Cheer up. It's Christmas. Santa Claus is coming. And it's like, it takes a while for me to step back and be like, oh, yeah, this sucks. And not sucks, but it's different. It's hard to live out of a suitcase, to not have, he can't go play his Xbox. So,
Oh, yeah. Simple things like that. All your normal comforts are gone. That
Yeah.
Exactly. Dude, it's still like that. Especially, I mean, I can't compare my leave to yours with kids because I didn't have any. But
oh yeah.
yeah, but it's almost the same as when I go up there now, go up north, visit family. It's like everybody wants to see us. We're getting pulled like 4 different ways at the same time. We got to bring all this stuff, living out of suitcases. Hudson doesn't have his own like bed anymore. You know, it's like a little crib. Everything's just, it's not that it's inconvenient. It's just difficult. I think to change. But
Yeah. I mean, it's weird. I mean, I love it though. I mean, I love being home, but I don't know. It's never.
Not saying that we don't like going home. It's still awesome to go home. That's for sure.
Yeah, no, definitely. Like you've been here. You see how many people I have in my family. It's, I mean, for Tori, I know it's overwhelming, but for me, it's like, oh, only Mimi and Papa are coming over. Well, where's everybody else? And for her, she's like, okay, I gotta be on my good behavior for Mimi and Papa. I gotta be on my good behavior for so and so. And it's like, oh, whatever. I'm just myself. They don't, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's tough. I think it's tougher, you know, than I give her credit for.
Yeah. Now you got to think of that too. Yeah. Even your family they go visit. I mean, it's a change for their routine too. Now they have 5 new people in the house. It's totally different, man.
Too much change. 2020, the year of change. That's what I'm calling it. And not like a bad change, but just change in general is just out of control. Yeah. Not ready for it. So, yeah, man.
Yeah. So I know you're getting out of Navy here in a couple months.
Yeah.
We were kind of talking about it a little bit before we started recording, but like, what do you think is going to be the toughest thing to transition to, or what do you think is going to make it easy? What have you learned, or what has the Navy, military, and just general prepared you for? Do you think?
Yeah, it's like easy to talk about what bad things I hate about the Navy, and I'm like, oh, I can't wait to not shave.
Yeah, like like the little things like that. I can't wait not to have to shave.
So I finished my resume. Like that guy helped me. He called me from Hire for Heroes. Same Tyler. And so he helped me with this resume, right? And I'm reading it, and I'm like, oh, boom, 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 boom. That's so good. I was like, oh man, it's awesome. You know, he's telling me, oh, you should write this, write this, write this. So I'm asking everybody, hey, what do you think about my resume? And then I go ask my stepmom. She's like, she starts pointing out stuff, and I'm like, oh, you're just nitpicking. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, fuck. She's right. And you know, that's the hardest part. Yeah. I'm telling you, I said last podcast, that's the hardest part. Like, how do I make some guy who's never been in the Navy understand what I've done? That's the hardest part. That's what I'm scared of the most, for sure.
I think that's a legit fear, dude. It really is, because even on my resume, my Navy stuff is still, it's super vague, dude. Like, I don't know exactly what to put on there. I've been out for like 13 years. It's on the bottom of my list now because of the jobs I've had since then. But fuck, I don't know how to translate any of that stuff to where it makes sense to somebody that's 30 years old, or just anybody in general that's never, you know, worked in the military in any level of field. Or so it's a stressful thing, especially when you're first getting out. But once you start getting jobs and stuff, I think it gets easier once you kind of get your foot in the door. Some industries really like it though. Like the industry I'm in, since it's kind of the construction industry, I guess you could say. I was like, they saw I was in the military and they love that shit.
Right away. Boom.
Yeah, because they know work ethic's going to be is going to be there. Typically, you're on time.
Yeah. Which is such bullshit. Like to think that all the military. So if you were a boss and somebody's like, yeah, I was in the military, would you be like, oh, I'm hiring you?
Right.
Would you be like that?
Would I be like that? Oh, man.
If you like met a guy and he's like, hey, man, like, I would really like a job. I was in the military. Would you be like, oh, he's at the top of my list no matter what?
Depends on what he's applying to. But it'd be... Because, dude, I would definitely put them at the top just because I know what comes with it. Like I don't complain at work. I've never been much of a complainer.
And so you're thinking this guy who's asking you for a job is just like you and how you were in the Navy?
I'm hoping that. I think a lot of military people are like this. I think once they get out, when you have your work ethic's totally different than a normal person's work ethic. I would imagine. You say no, but dude, it's different. I can tell you right now, it's totally different. The way you handle yourself is totally different than.
I mean, how many pieces of shit have you worked with in the Navy, or like like
a piece of shit in the Navy is different than a piece of shit in the civilian world. Though. I'd take a piece of shit military person over a piece of shit civilian any day of the week, dude.
Yeah, because you got some bullshit in the Navy. You deal with some bullshit.
I mean, we all skated. I was a pretty good skater. Like in the Navy, it's like, oh shit, I gotta go do something, or we're about to go muster up and do some bullshit. I want to go smoke for 15, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I'd give the benefit of the doubt to somebody in the military, though.
Yeah.
But it's all about how you carry yourself, too. I mean...
Yeah, now if you come in and you're slouching and look like shit and you're like, oh, I was in the military, I'd be like, dude, come on. First, I'd be disappointed if they came in looking like a piece of shit.
Yeah. You know how you said, like, I think, like, the best thing that I'm going to take away from the Navy, I hope I'm right, is, like we talk about, like, and everybody who listens has been through some bullshit in the Navy, and I'm sure there's bullshit in the Navy or in the civilian world too, but like dealing with that over these years, no matter what job field you're in, civilian or military, whether, what I've taken away from the Navy is I can roll with just about anything. Like, I might be pissed the fuck off at what's happening, and I might not understand why, but you know what? Fuck it. I mean, the job's got to get done. That's like the bottom line. And like, I feel like our group of friends that we all know, and it's huge, but we were all pretty much the same way. Like, God, bro, I just want to go home. Like, it's 1:00. I do not want to fucking be here today. I know that sounds stupid in some civilians saying like, oh, 1:00, I work till 4:30 every day. And I'm like, cool. Listen, in the Navy, I want to get off work and I wanted to go like have a beer. I wanted to go enjoy San Diego with my boys. But so like you're sitting around for 3 hours and there's nothing that you can do for tomorrow, Yeah. You're sitting around and it's like, okay, let's just go knock this fucking shit out. We can be done for the day. Let's just go knock it out. And, all this bullshit pops up at the end of the day. Do this training.
Exactly. So that's what talking about, like work ethic and shit like that. Mm-hmm. It's funny because in the Navy, I'm not saying we were like the most gung-ho when it came to working back in the day. But when shit like that did happen, and it's like, okay, we came in at 6, 5:30, whatever the hell it is. And it's noon, 1:00, and then a first class comes in or something. They're like, hey, we gotta do this, and then you guys can leave. And nobody jumps up, and you're sitting there for a second. I think we're all like, our group was like this. We're like, fuck, nobody's getting up. We'll do it. Like, let's fucking do it.
Oh, y'all.
Yeah, fuck everybody. We'll go do it real quick.
Yeah.
We aren't shiny and shit. There's some little things that you might not like about how I look, but fuck it. We're going to be up and we're going to do it. We're going to get the hell out of here. Cause like you said, San Diego, trying to get shit faced.
Bro, like, You know, once I was a supervisor in below decks and me and Sokol were working together. Hey, Hernandez. So I get down there and I was flight deck. You know, my first years, I was flight deck, you know, and it's just a different mentality.
Oh yeah.
So I go shore duty, blah, 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 whatever. Shore duty, different story. And then they send me below decks. They're like, you're going to go work with Sokol, Hernandez, Punchy, you know, and I'm like, ooh, I don't really want to go below decks. Like that's not my speed. I'm a go getter. I like that. I like going. I like fast pace, especially once we go out to sea. And so I get to below decks, right? And I remember my first couple days, bro. I worked with this dude. His name's, I think he's a chief now. His name's Butler. Cool ass dude. Him and this dude named Ross. He's a chief. Just made chief this year. Cool ass dudes. And I hated to work for them. And I told them this. Like we got into fights all the time. I'd be like, yo, I cannot work for you. And then we'd be bullshitting about sports. You know, like just cool ass people. I respect them, everything like that. But like our styles just never crossed. Like it was just always like clashing. Well, so I'm in below deck's office and they're like, hey, get the guys up so that we can you know, get this done. I'm like, all right, cool. So I call like 2 pump, 3 pump. I'm like, yo, come up for muster. We gotta put out what we gotta do for the day. Something like that. And 10 minutes, 15 minutes come by, and they're like one person from 3 pump to the below decks office. I'm like, I'm sitting out there and I'm like, bro, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
What is taking these guys so long? And they're walking up. I'm like, yo, I fucking called y'all 15 minutes ago. Like, let's go. Let's go. Like, I'm trying to get this shit done. Let's go. And oh my God. And so like one day Butler calls me in the office and so I'm like, hey, look, like you were flight deck. It's okay to take a step back. Below decks is all about you're thinking 3 days in advance, 3 months in advance, you know, like that type of schedule. Like you need to start looking at that big picture. Who cares if they're there in 10 minutes? We'll deal with that later. I'm not worried about it. And it was like, oh, shit. And that's the difference. Like flight deck just boom, 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 boom. And so with this job search that's coming up, that's what I'm worried about. Like what mentality do I approach it with? What, you know, and what if it's a fast-paced job and I'm still in that below decks and I'm like, I'm thinking bigger picture. Like, okay, I'll be there. I'll get it done. But, you know.
That's the hardest part about transitioning, dude. It really is. Because, like, talking about how you were saying things don't really stress me. Like, the stress is different.
Yeah.
Like, complaints, you know, like what somebody's freaking out over. I usually don't freak out over. I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. Like we're going to get it done. It's going to get fixed or whatever. Shit like there's a lot more panic in civilian world. I think I want to say a majority of it's because me and a lot of these guys, girls, whatever, these people come out from college. You know, they don't have
experience,
significant life experience at 21, 22 years old coming out of college. I mean, you go from high school to college, you graduate. You know, that's what everybody's taught. You go to college, you get a job, blah, blah, blah. You end up hopefully making money. Or I think doing the route like that we've done, or yours is a lot longer than mine, but it's just totally different life experience. I don't take things for granted as much as I think most people do that I work with. And just work ethic, like I said, work ethic's totally different, dude. I still have like that mentality when it comes to certain things at work where I can put it off or I can just fucking do it right now and just not have to worry about it, just be done with it completely.
Yeah.
And where it seems like sometimes in civilian world people just pull like bullshit. Like they just won't do it. You know, they'll hold off. Oh, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it the next day. And now it's 3 days, 4 days later, and the job's all fucked up. Something that could have been prevented. You know, it's like I don't know.
Yeah,
It's hard to explain necessarily, but I'm sure some other people that we've served with are out of the Navy or out of the military in general could probably allude to some of that. It's just a totally different mindset, dude. It really is. And it's not like I don't think I'll ever truly get it. But
yeah, I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like, that's why I want people, like, please, like, if you're listening, leave me a comment, shoot me a text, hit me up, let me know what you think. Like, tell me what your experience was. Tell me how it was. If you don't want me to say your name, I won't. But like, that's kind of, I love that we're talking about this, because that's what I want out of this. I want to grow.
yeah.
I want to know, not just 2 months from now, but even after I'm in the civilian world, I can tell somebody who's getting out, I can be like, yo, bro, listen, this is going to help you. Here's a step. Here's a little piece. And what you do with it, are you going to roll that thing down the hill and let it get bigger? Or are you just going to put it in your pocket and walk away with that little bit of advice?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Like, that's something I wish I had. Like what we were talking about. I wish there was, I'm sure there might have been something like this when I got out, like a podcast. I'm not sure if there was. But when I got out, I mean, they did like 3 days of like leave. But all they talked about was, oh, join the reserves, do this. We didn't build a resume. We didn't do none of that shit. And then I get out, next week I'm in college. It's like, I had no transition, nobody to really talk to about, holy crap, like, this is freaking hard.
Right.
Like, going to college, these kids are 18.
Yeah.
My life experiences are way more different, they're just different than theirs. And like, how to cope with just dealing with regular people is totally different. Like, I think I brought before, just like hearing one thing I brought before, I think was these girls were walking to their car and they're like, oh, my dad might not pay for my car or my rent or something like that this month. And I was like, fuck, man, I'm living out here in a studio apartment with no job, barely scraping by, and I've only been out of this shit for a week, and this is the hardest thing for you. I'm like, shit, man.
That's what you're worried about?
Yeah, like, it just blew my mind. Like, that's your biggest concern right now.
Right.
It's just, I don't know. It's like, your dad's going to pay it. Don't freak out, That's what part of me felt like. That's what part of me felt like. It's like, man, it's not, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a hard transition.
Yeah. I mean, I want people to use this as something that they can, I'm not saying take my word to the bank, but, either give them confidence, what I'm saying? Like, give them that little piece of advice. And I think from what I've seen, the Navy has done better with that transition process. But it's crazy to see. I guess I get why. But you see these kids who come in and they're like, yep, I'm going to get out in 4 years and I'm going to go to college. And damn, they're some of like the best sailors. Like, they got their shit together. They know what they want. They're doing their thing. And it's like, wait. Like, you push them to be like, don't get out. Don't get out. Like, look at how great you could be in the Navy. And they're like, well, my plan is bigger than that. Like, I don't need the Navy. I need it to go to college. And it's like, it's crazy. Like, you see some higher ups, and I'm friends with a lot of y'all. Like, I'll stay in. It's like, some people don't need this as their life. It takes, credit to those guys who do 20 years. It's like, it takes a special person to be able to do it. Even 4 years, it ain't easy. Like, we could ask somebody that we both know, probably multiple people that didn't make it 4 years because it wasn't for them. And now they're striving in what they're doing. I mean, not to name drop, but you know who I'm talking about. We had a 3-way conversation with them the other day.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm not putting them on blast, but always in trouble. Like, always in trouble. Awesome guy. So much fun. Still talk to him to this day, every once in a while, right?
Yeah.
And he's in the civilian world. Like, the Navy is not for everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what so crazy. And so now I think the Navy has adapted their programs to say, okay, I want these people to get out, be successful, and then use us as a stepping stone, which isn't a bad thing. It's not like, oh, I'm pushing you away. It's look what the Navy did for me.
Hell yeah.
Oh, well, like, oh, I should go use the Navy to go to college. And then that's another body who might end up staying in. But if they get out, it's a good, it's leaving you on a good foot,
Yeah. Well, exactly. Like I thought I was actually going to stay in, but I didn't ever really try to make rank or anything. I didn't study or any of that shit.
Bro, not to cut you off. Me and you were complete opposite.
Yeah.
I thought you would stay in.
I loved it.
I thought I was getting out. Like I would say, no, I'm not saying that. No. Fuck that.
I think that's what made it hard for me when I got out because I didn't want to get out because I love that shit. Like there is something of being on a flight deck, especially. There's nothing like it on deployment when the jets are going. Dude, it's like a sporting event. That's what I always compare it to. Like I'd imagine it's like playing fucking college football or something. Like stepping on in the Death Valley. It's like fireworks are going, dude. It's like you smell the freaking jet exhaust and shit. Everybody's running. It's like, fuck yeah, here we go. Like, dude, it was like game day. It's like this shit is real. It's popping off. Fucking running.
All right, I got a story for you. Do you remember? Man, TJ, you better hit me up, motherfucker. Like, I know you're in quarantine or you're about to be done with quarantine, but listen to me. Do you remember Station 11? Like, if you're an ABF, you know all about it. Station 11, that's a good pulse. 9 and 11, that's the pulse that you have. Like, long, you're getting hot, you're burnt, right? And, man, I remember Santiago and Will Hype one day always acting up, like 2 deck POs. And I'm up there, like, that's my, like just repaired, just chilling in the heat somewhere. Or not the heat, whatever it's called, the corral, whatever you want to call it. And this motherfucker is like, Joe, I can't remember who was running. But anyway, I think Will Hype had the knuckle or the
nozzle or something.
I think he had the nozzle, and he's like running, and Santi's kind of like running right behind him, and he like tries to option it to Santi, and Santi like goes to catch it, a little bit behind him, and just boom, just hits shit, just like yeah, man, like that type of shit, bro. Like I remember sitting at 11, or maybe not 11, maybe like more like 9. And you got one launching, and you got one turning, and you're in the back closest to the station. You're sitting on that hose like this. You're just like
getting roasted, dude.
Fuck this. Like, I do not want to be here.
Getting fucking cooked. Getting cooked. Yeah.
Or like in the pouring rain and like you're soaked. Like your clothes are soaked and everybody's like, oh my God, that's so gross. And you're just like, God, I'm just pissing. I don't care.
Yeah, definitely did that a few times. Definitely.
Yeah, I mean, like, bro, like you're soaking wet, like it's just whipping and it's like stinging, and you're like,
yeah,
your shirt is like not dry anywhere, and you're just like, I'm just gonna piss.
Station 9 was the worst though. I know, and I really think about Station 9 is like in the Gulf. We're in the Gulf on our Westpac, and you're sitting there being blasted, and you're in the Gulf, and it's already freaking over 100 degrees, dude. And you got turtleneck on, fucking steel toe, camo, fucking.
And then you should make you wear camel back.
Yeah, and you're just getting
camel back,
just getting roasted with the dip in, just trying to stay alive with a chaw.
Bro, if I'm friends with this motherfucker, I'm gonna say his name. Anybody who was in V4 from 2006, so like I can't remember what year he left. Bob Reisman. Do you remember that motherfucker?
Yeah.
This motherfucker used to put Monster in his Camelback. It's like 110 degrees to where like you're getting out the shower sweating.
Dude, I can remember how he looks.
Exactly. And always in the smoke pit, just smoking 3 cigarettes at a time. Yeah. Hey, control 11. I ain't got my smoke break yet.
He was a little guy too. He wasn't like a big dude.
That fucking gut though
Yeah.
was just a boom.
He's kind of a
Drinking-
sloppy some bitch, dude. Like, he was a
He would have
sloppy.
like Monster or like Dr. Pepper in his shit. Like, oh my god. Yeah, man.
Like, how are you not dead right now?
I don't know. There's a kid on the flight deck. I mean, I didn't work up there, but there's a kid, bro. I can't remember his name. Dr. Pepper. That's it. That's all he would drink. Not water, nothing like that. Like, if they didn't have Dr. Pepper, he was drinking another soda. Never drank water. In his Camelback sodas, he'd go buy like 4 or 5, fill it up, and go up on deck. Like, the Navy you just meet so many characters.
Yeah. Do I remember one time I was taking I'm not sure if I was taking a sample. Yeah, I think I was taking a sample from while they were fueling.
Yeah.
And an officer or somebody came up, a khaki, and I had a dip in, dude. I had a spit, and he was looking at me. He goes, "Don't spit, shitmate, don't spit." And I was like, "What the fuck?" And then he spits. He's like, "You better not spit," dude. I swallowed that shit. I was like, "Oh, like motherfucker, man! You just had to come walk up on me right now. I was ready to spit this shit." Freaking sucked. But who's that?
I think my 3-year-old woke up.
Dude,
Hold
that
up.
was some scary movie shit right there.
The 3-year-old's awake. That's all right. I know she's gonna come in here.
I was like, "What is that in the corner over there?"
Yeah, she's gonna come in here. But yeah, man, like the characters that you meet in the Navy, I hope you meet like people like that in the civilian world too.
Oh yeah, there's some, but Navy's kind of legendary, dude.
And we kind of sucked today about like what we wanted to talk about at all, but I mean, it's the holidays. Like, we're just having fun with this episode. I hope a lot of people listen. Like, I feel like what views we had, and now we're on a couple more platforms. I'm kind of excited. I mean, people hit me up being like, "Yo, it's pretty good." Even my aunt was like, "That was kind of funny." I listened to it. My brother's girlfriend found it on my Facebook, and she liked it, and she's like, "Oh, I thought it was good. I listened to y'all for like an hour straight." I'm like, "That's cool."
Yeah.
Well, let's get down to business real quick before I have, because my kids are gonna come interrupt me because they're hellions. Minnesota and the Saints play this Christmas Day. Look,
you see Minnesota versus Chicago.
Did you see Drew Brees?
The Saints are fine, dude. Oh my god. I told you they shouldn't have brought Drew Brees back yet, but man, Vikings are fucking bad, dude. Fucking bad. I can't stand watching them play. It hurts my heart a little bit.
All right, that's what I wanted to look at. 10-4? 10-4? What is that? That's you. All right, hold on. 10-4. No.
That's a 10-4. My bad.
You're so gay. Hold on. All right. All right. Hold on. I'm looking up.
I think we play you guys next week, and then
No, we play on Christmas Day. We're the only ones. All right.
Yeah.
We're favored. We're only favored by 7.
By 7? Do we fucking suck? I don't care what anybody says. We suck.
Okay, let's make a bet for the audience. Let's make a bet.
What bet is that?
But no, we won't do straight up. Okay, we'll do. How many do you think the Vikings are going to lose by? Honestly,
17. I'll go 17. You see what Mitchell Trubisky? You see what Mitchell Trubisky sorry ass did to us?
Did you see what Drew Brees like? Did he look good?
Vikings have no defense, bro. We have no defense.
We don't have Michael Thomas.
Okay, they don't need Michael Thomas. He hasn't played like all year. They've been fine.
Let me call it right now. He ain't got a hurt ankle. Something else is wrong with him.
We're going to trade his ass. He's a bitch.
No, Michael Thomas.
Yeah, I would trade. He got paid. That's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
He got paid, and he just he's mailing it in, dude.
Yeah.
He's no Marquise Colston.
Please. All right, let's make a bet. So you think the Saints are going to win by 17?
13 to 17. That's my range.
All right, let's do 14 points.
Okay.
We'll make the spread 14 points because I think we'll win by 14 also, at least.
I think that's about right.
Okay. If we don't beat y'all by 14, what do I have to do?
I don't fucking know. I hadn't even thought about this. Let me think.
No, it's not a tattoo.
Oh, I'm not going to bet tattoos.
Okay.
Never again.
Does she think I can't see her?
You left me out?
No. We're making our bet for the Saints Vikings game this weekend.
Oh.
What's up?
Nothing.
Is Abigail awake?
Yeah, they're all awake.
Ellie?
No.
Okay then. All right, so you just want to say no bet, and then let's pick a game. All right, here's what we'll do. Everybody pick a game. One of the college bowl games.
Okay.
Pick the game, and I don't know. How can we do something? I want to do something where like people can, be involved with it more. So, but I don't know what to do. So give us some ideas. Tell me what to do.
We could do something like that in the comments.
Yeah.
I don't know. People just want to pick a game and put what they think the scores are going to be. Something like that. Let's keep it fun.
Yeah, I mean,
who's playing? We got Alabama versus Notre Dame.
Alabama.
How bad of an ass kicking is that going to be?
I bet Alabama wins by like 13 or 14.
That close?
Yeah, I think Notre Dame's good. I'm telling you. Yes, bro. I think they're good.
Oh.
They play good ball. Clemson, I think Notre Dame just had their first bad week.
I picked a hell of a time.
You know what? I'm pulling for Notre Dame. Fuck Alabama. I want Notre Dame to win it all.
I hate Alabama, and I hate Ohio State. So
I'm only pulling for Notre Dame for shame. I think you know what? They're probably going to win. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet Notre Dame beats Alabama? Anybody in the comments? Name your price.
I'm not going to bet
your price.
Alabama. I won't be surprised that Alabama smokes them, to be honest. But dude, how crazy is it that the Browns are fucking good?
Yeah, I know.
And the freaking Irish, dude, the Fighting Irish are freaking good too. It's crazy,
bro. I know, so crazy. I know. I know.
And of all, like, nobody ever liked the Browns. I've never known anybody to ever like the Browns. Which makes it even weirder. But
yeah, I mean, he's the only motherfucker. He's the only dumbest motherfucker that I know that likes the Browns. But
nobody ever likes the Browns. That's the only Browns fan I've ever known.
I'm trying to think of another one. I know another one.
But you never question if somebody's a Browns fan. You're like, damn, dude. Usually you're like, that sucks.
I believe you. Yeah.
But hey, dude, they look freaking legit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. So, but we'll figure it out. Like, leave something in the comments that y'all want us to talk about again. Subscribe. We're on Spotify.
Yeah,
right?
We're on Spotify.
Anchor. Yeah. So
we'll have the links. We'll have the links up on our posts and stuff, I think.
Travis posts on Instagram. I'm gonna post on Facebook. So if you're my friend on Facebook, I'll try to figure out how to get the links in there so y'all can listen to it. But we need shares and likes, followers, man. Like if you're watching the video, you might as well follow it or subscribe to the channel. It helps us out. I mean, we want to keep doing it, and even if y'all don't like it, I don't care because we're gonna keep doing it.
And if you can't watch it on YouTube, that's when Spotify and Anchor come into play because it's all audio. So if you're driving or working, you can just throw that shit on there, listen to us bullshit, like it, leave some comments, ask if you want to be part of the show. I'm sure.
Comment, tell me something. Tell me what I'm doing wrong. Not my grammar, but I mean, I can care less.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
Having fun
Well,
with it, though.
yeah. Happy holidays, everybody. I'm about to go deal with these kids. Finish this movie.
Yeah, I gotta see. Is it football game still on? I think it's still on, right? Just finished watching his ass
Still-
kick. Bengals are
They're
putting
still
in.
losing. They're still losing.
Damn. I wish I had put money on the Bengals.
Nobody did. So
Nobody in America did.
yeah.
Except for some
Happy holidays,
desperate
everybody.
soul.
What?
Except for some desperate soul put money on the fucking Bengals. But
I wish Joe Burrow was playing. So
yeah. Well, all right, man. Yeah, everybody have
All
a
right.
good Christmas. See you later.
yeah, man. Y'all too. All right, bro. I'll talk to y'all later.
All right, man.
Oh, I thought it was a one, bro.